Hi, my name is Pedro. I'm going to be conducting a in-cap and air brake test. I'm going to be starting off with my seatbelt. My seatbelt, I'm making sure it's not worn, torn, or frayed, and it's properly mounted and secured with nuts and bolts. I'm making sure it buckles and unbuckles properly. In this case, it does. Now I'll leave it on for the remainder of the test. Next things I'll be doing is turning my key into auxiliary mode, and I'm looking out for my ABS and def light to come on and off on my dashboard and also on my trailer equip. Here we go. So here's the ABS and def light to come on and off. Also on the trailer equip. There you go. They came on and off, indicating they're working properly. Now I'm ready for my safe start. So I'm going to depress the clutch, making sure I'm in neutral and my brakes are applied. Truck on. There you go. Now I'll be starting off with my windshield. My windshield, I'm making sure it's not cracked, it's not broken. It's clean and clear and free of illegal stickers. And it's properly mounted and secured. And there's no chips as well. But I see a chip here, so I'll report it to maintenance and get it fixed before my next trip. From there, I'm going to go into my windshield wiper arms and windshield wiper blades. My windshield wiper arms are not I'm making sure they're not bent, cracked, or broken. They're properly secured with nuts and bolts. Then I'm going to go into my windshield wiper blade. I'm making sure it's not worn, torn, or frayed or ride rotted, and it's got proper tension to my windshield. My windshield wiper arms are working properly. In this case, they are. I see no windshield wiper fluid, so I'll make sure to add some before my next trip. From there, I'm going to go into my traffic monitoring devices. I got two on the hood and two next to me. I'm making sure that they're not cracked, not broken. There's no chips. They're clean and clear and free of illegal stickers. All mirrors should be adjusted to me, the driver, so I could see. Now from there, I'm going to go into my light indicators. I'm making sure that my left turn signal works, my right turn signal works, my forward flashers, my low beams and high beams are working properly. Here you go. Then I'm going to go into my horns, electric for city, air horn for country. Then I'm going to go into my heater and defrost. So I'll turn it on. My defroster, I'll be checking on top. There it goes, blowing air. And then my heater towards me. There you go, it's blowing air, so and it's working properly as well. Then from there, I'm going to go to my emergency equipment, my spare fuses, my 3 reflective triangles are behind the passenger's seat. I'm making sure they're not bent, cracked, broken. They're properly mounted and secured. And then I got my fire extinguisher over here next to me. I'm making sure it's not bent, cracked, broken. It's properly mounted and secured. Fully rated and fully charged with the safety pin in place. That concludes my in-cap. Now I'm going to go straight into my air brake test. I'll be starting with the parking brake, trailer brake, and service brake. PTS. In order for me to do that, I have to put my truck in low gear. So I'll depress the clutch, go into low gear. I'll be testing the parking brake first. So I'm going to be releasing the trailer brake. I'm going to let go of my clutch slowly till I feel a slight tug and a slight pull. Here I go. There it went. My parking brake held, indicating it's working properly. Now I'll test the trailer brake. So I'll set the trailer brake first and release the parking brake. Now I'm testing the trailer brake. I'll repeat the same process by letting go of my clutch slowly till I feel a slight tug and a slight pull. Here I go. There it goes. My trailer brake held, indicating that it's working properly. Now I'll test the service brake. So put in the service brake and release the trailer brake. To test my service brake, what I'll be doing is I'm going to be rolling no more than 5 feet, no more than 5 miles an hour. While hovering over my steering wheel, my truck should not pull to the right or to the left. Before I start moving, though, I got to make sure there's no obstacles, pedestrians, or cars in front of me and on the side of me, which there's not. So I'm set to go. Foot off the brake. Release the clutch slowly. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clutch and brake. There it went. My truck and trailer did not move to the right or to the left, indicating that my brakes are well balanced and well adjusted, and my service brake is working properly. Now I'll secure the truck. So set my brake. back to neutral. Now I'll be going into my governor cutout. To perform my governor cutout, I'm going to be bleeding my truck to below 80 psi. Here we go. And I'm going to do that by fanning the brakes. So I'm going to go in between 60 and 100. That'll be 80. Here we go. And this is by fanning the brake. There it goes. I'm well below 80 psi. To speed up the process, what I'll be doing is revving my engine between 12 and 15 RPMs. And my governor should cut out between 120 and 140. I'm doing my governor cutout right now. I'm listening for my sneeze. My truck should sneeze between 120 and 140. If it doesn't sneeze, then I'm going to go base when my needle stabilizes. And it should be between 120 and 140 psi. There it goes. My governor cut out exactly at 130 psi. 130 psi, indicating it's working properly because it fell between the ranges of 120 and 140. Now I'll be securing the truck. And I'll be securing the truck by using low cap. So clutch in, L for low gear, O for engine off, C come off the clutch slowly, A back to auxiliary mode, and then B for brake knobs. Push them in. Parking brake first, then trailer brake in. I'm going to let my needle stabilize first. So I'm doing my first stabilization. Then what I'll be doing is putting my foot on the service brake and letting it stabilize one more time. As soon as it stabilizes, then I'll give you that reading, and I should not lose more than 4 pounds of PSI within 1 minute. This is my air leakage rate test. So now it's my air leakage rate test. Here I go. Foot on the service brake. Hold it all the way down. My needle has stabilized at 99. My time starts now. For this test, I should not lose more than 4 pounds of PSI. And this is my air leakage rate test. Once again, air leakage rate test. I shouldn't lose more than 4 pounds of PSI within this minute. 30 seconds have gone by. I'm listening for any air leaks outside and inside the truck. I hear none. My needle's still at 99. There it goes. My minute is up. And my needle still reading 99 PSI. I lost 0 pounds and making it a good test because I did not lose more than 4 pounds of PSI. I started at 99 and I ended at 99. This is a good test. Now I'll be letting go of my brake. Next test is my air warning device test. For my air warning device test, my ladder alarm should activate at no lower than 55 PSI. And for this test, I'll be fanning my brakes. Here I go. There it went. My light activated right at 60 PSI. So making it a good test because it did not go lower than 55 PSI. For my last test is my emergency brake test. For my emergency brake test, both of my knobs should pop out between the ranges of 45 and 20. And for this test, I'll be fanning my brakes as well. And I'm paying attention to my brake knobs. I'm looking right at my brake knobs as I pump my brake. Here I go. There goes. My trailer brake popped out right at 30 PSI. 30 PSI. I'll continue pumping till my parking brake pops out. Here I go. And I'm looking at my parking brake. There it goes. It popped out right at 20 psi. 20 psi. So making it a good test because they both popped out between the ranges of 45 and 20. Trailer brake popped out at 30 and parking brake at 20. This is a good test. Now I'll be securing the truck. So clutch in, back to neutral. My brakes are applied because they came out. And I'll be asking my instructor if he could please help me with my lights.